Alright, hello everyone. Ah, yes. I guess we could look into this first. How do we get there? This one. And do ability, and then from there here, right? Oh no! If I have a barrier ability, I have to make a barrier item ability. Ah, shit. Well, maybe I'll just do separate function for it. Kinda messy. The only place we're using it is here. Means we could do this. Okay, now that thing is repaired. You have to get the object here though. Do we just use self? No. I guess when I have some UI elements at the battle thing, we can actually test this more efficient way than when I now go and look into the values of those orb links. I believe this is now more correct since this guy is the target. It's not the one that is casting it, and having it here as self is wrong. Anyway, we still need an item specific healing and dealing damage thing. But this is now done. Refactor item targeting. Didn't we already? Ah, these things. What do they do? Hold on. Will we ever have a single attack? I believe we won't, because if I had, I also have to choose at random who to attack. I could make a function to get one of the thingies, but I think single attack would be very useless. Also single heal. I guess this and this go away. We can delete this. Makes no sense. Well, maybe single heal could still be used for when we get the... But I believe I will never use this. Multi-attack. Now, this time though... Target... Right, this makes sense. This works. Yeah, this works actually. This is correct. So we don't have to refactor anything, it is already done. I don't have to overwrite this, this is correct. I guess I was very brain dead when I thought about it. This is a problem. This won't work. Anyway. This thing. Start timer. Ability. Yeah, we have to refactor all of this. Calculation done. Where does this go? Oh. This might be a problem. This is an oversight I did. If an attack has multiple parts where it can do damage, then this calculation done has to be triggered when it is finished. Else, if I cancel, it might not do everything anymore, right? I have to keep this in mind if I want to do attacks with multiple hits. On a single target, that is. But maybe I will keep it only one value. I have to see. So now, how do we do this? Receive damage. The ability actor. Here. Let's read. So this goes to nothing. Bring payload. Some stuff. This we will not need. Hello, Cruelan. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Do I need this? The game is about you collecting monsters, going a path to the sky on floating islands and try to find out what's going on. But right now I'm I am like, I have only a prototype that is barely finished. I have some more modules to do, then it is a prototype. There's not much to see right now. I just duplicate this. Kinda messy. What? No. This payload goes in here. This goes in here. And this was for this. Anything else? You won't need this. But anyway. So we get rid of this. Don't know what we will do with this. Where do we use it? Calculating some stats here. Be right back. And I'm back. Okay. Additional data. Aha. If that hits, it does not wake up. Okay. I see. I mean, maybe the items also use this. That's fine. Hello, Neko. How are you doing, man? Yeah, I can see that. Glad to see you. I see. And I'm melting my brain right now. Trying to figure out how the code was working so I can do some adjustments. Where do we get this payload from? It is one of the action things, okay. Meaning, you just do this. Okay, so if I go, for instance, in this, and look into this. There is the payload. Okay. So the override, how does this work then? We go with the payload and data asset. PV. PV 0. What does the data say? Power value is also 0 here. Okay. So if we are here, find it true, then we take it, else we take the one inside that thing. Okay, okay. So pretty easy. This can stay. Now this is a problem. This we cannot do. So we have to get rid of this. Calculated stat won't work. Or it can work, but I don't want it to, right? I want a flat damage that ignores defense, probably. Or do I? Is this too powerful? I wonder. I mean, I can try with flat damage. And if it's too powerful, I can't implement something else. I need to play around with it. So we don't do this. We go in with the damage. And get rid of this. Come closer. Now the problem here is we want to do some damage, whatever, but I think I will just go ahead and put this in here. Internal stat of the Orpling, and then hard damage resistance. This we can use. This is maybe a problem. Soft damage ratio. How do we get this? Ratio. Is this in the ability itself? Yeah, perfect. I can adjust that. How was your day, Neko? Any adventures? Damage. Then the calculation should happen. Critical we will never have. How does that get calculated? Critical multiplier. So I multiply with 1 and it should be fine, right? If I go in here and say 1, this should be fine, and this has no setter, I hope. Perfect. Get calculated stats, HP max. Saving the damage, KO. If not KO, do animation, get hit. Yes. Status alignments. Fly override, update hurt status. Okay, this should be correct and working. Although I'm not sure about this thing. Interesting, I'm going with none. But this could with nothing, but this can have a lettering of none. This is maybe a problem. Interesting. I'm looking at the same thing twice. Could be like this, no? If this is not none, oh man, wait, this cannot work, can it? This must be an AND. Okay. If status alignment on the left side. If true, does static effect get applied? If not, we don't do this. At the end. If not none and if not empty, if both are true, so there is no none or whatever, then go ahead. Makes sense? No. Oh god, my brain. If one of them is false, then it goes to false, which is not correct. If one of them is false, then it should go to true. So I should make it like this instead. No. Wait. So, in here is none. This gets false, this gets false. Which means we don't apply anything. This is correct. Okay, this is correct. Just need to do the same thing on here. It should be golden. I hope. All these things I'm doing I cannot test. Just to be sure. Status alignment is empty. Is false, false. It doesn't do anything. If it would be empty and go to true, what would happen? It would go with the payload and status key with none and add them here, and they would be dead weight without anything doing here because they cannot do anything. Add status effects. Get table. This will not find the thing. Needs to be one of these or else it will not go. Print error. Status if right and error status effects not in table. Like so. Okay, let's continue. So this is finished. Let's exchange this now. Too physical, what? We don't have physical or magical. This needs to be different. We need do damage. What happened? Like so, right? Do damage. And we can go copy this. Okay, if I use items, then I have a problem with elements and barriers. What barrier does block it? Any barrier? Which one do we attack first? Is it random? Neko, I need your brain. Are you there? Neko brain. Now, let me explain. We have our side of front, okay? We have 3 Orplings in front. Now, there is an item use which does damage. These items will mostly always do some area of effect damage. Now, if it was an Orpling, we would have physical and magical attacks, right? In physical, it jumps up, lands here, does the attack, goes back and whatever, and the magical attack would cast a magic and fire it on them. Correct? Now the thing is, the summoner side here can have some barriers. A magical barrier and a physical barrier. Let's say we have a magical barrier and the opponent does a physical attack. So it jumps up and comes down here. Since this is a magical barrier, the Orpling ignores it, does damage on them and the barrier. On the other side, if we have a physical barrier and this one casts magic, it goes through the barrier, makes damage here and here. If it would be a magical barrier, it would only get here and not go through. Could you follow till now? Now the problem is, items are not physical or magical. They will use the magic attack pattern, but they are not physical or magical. So, which barrier blocks it? Does the magical one block it? Does both block it? Does it just go through always? That's my question. Wouldn't it be then very powerful using items? They just ignore any defense and then make a flat damage on the board? I have the feeling that would be very cheesy. But maybe you're right. Maybe this is a new option. Instead of, if there is a magic cast and it can hit a physical defense plus the Orbling, in this case it ignores maybe the shields and just attacks Orblings all the time, not harming any of this. That would be very powerful. Maybe you cannot use items all the time. Maybe I should limit that. I was thinking the same thing. Then again, you will probably stockpile items then and cannot use them. I mean, I'm always the person who never uses items until I'm just in a very, very bad situation. And if I limit it now, you could use it in every single fight. I'm not sure if I want that. Maybe a cooldown. Maybe you cannot use them every single round. Maybe you can only use items every 3 rounds or something. I need to look into balancing this. This will be something hard to balance, I think. But yeah, I think this is... it should ignore this. I want to use an item to cause damage, and if the enemy has a barrier and not have... oh man, I don't know. On the other hand, maybe there is a strong barrier, your thing goes through and your Orblings cannot destroy the shield, so you are basically just wasting an item. Can go both ways, I guess. depending on the situation. Okay, let's implement it like this. There is no barrier. Interesting, wait. If it finds it, the targeting. I need to make sure this doesn't happen then. Does barrier block? No wall, blah blah blah. We don't want this. It goes straight to here. Thanks, Neko. I think this is a good idea. Makes maybe the item use even more strategic. I wonder how this will turn out, but I think that this is the correct way. I could also make it so that the barrier always stops it. Then I have to randomly pick which barrier gets the hits, or maybe both get hit. I don't know. Something the like. I could implement something like this if it's needed. But now, let's do this. Into payload. Needs to go in here. Okay. One down, two more to go. Alright, Neko, you're on. I'm not so sure if I have it under control, man. So it heals soft damage and then gets reduced by 3 to heal the hard damage. You should be fine. Okay. Now, how do we spawn it? How do we accept an item? I guess this will be from the UI controller or something. When we have like this UI part for the battle. And now we accept, but we also have to set an item somewhere. How do we check it? Do I put it in the battle controller itself? Makes no sense. I could put it in a competitor, that would mean that the enemy could use items at some point too, but most probably I will not use that functionality, so that is wasted architecture. And in multiplayer I will not allow items. And in arena fights, single player also not. So there will never be an instance where the enemy uses an item except in a special cinematic fight or something where something very strange happens. But that could be a special case then. I could write a special case battle controller for that. What do we do? I could put it into the player actor and let the battle controller read if there is something. Like here, I could read if player actor has valid whatever. But I should not use the player actor, no? I could create a special item container that gets spawned and searched for, which is a singleton. Item use container, how about that? That sounds like an idea. Unlike this, you can implement it at some point. For now it's fine. Now I can go here, say find first cast item battle. If failed, it goes here. If true, it goes here. And we don't need this. Item container. Make sure to delete item container. Make sure to delete item container. Alright, so this goes in here. We have the item container. Now the item container could have the ability asset itself. The class of it. We can initialize that thing somehow. It has like item ability class, item ability, this thing, right? Item ability. Can we put this in here? Yes. So they are the same. Now how do we fill it with this thing? I mean, we don't need many of these things. Ability data asset, do we need that? I probably am needing this. For instance here. And what do we put in those things right now? For instance, for multi-attack we have this and this. In the data we have soft hard ratio critical status effect. MPUs additional data. The elements. Target type is important. So, okay, they cannot be separated. Okay. Where do we get this thing? Data asset has it. Ah. Okay, so actually we don't do this. Right? This must be the player. thing is, this is time-based, so it will have time to go to the next thing. But I think I should, just to be sure, have this here too. Now the only thing that is missing is having an item, being able to use it in an UI in battle, and spawn a battle item container. And after that spawn, it needs to initialize this thing, probably. And then do confirm round. Let's write that down. Battle UI. Battle item. Battle item. Choose and delete. Spawn battle item container. What else? Initialize battle item container. Confirm round by item. Display and remove battle item UI thingy. Show UI when ready for user input. I think I'm cleaning up the item already. Create item. Create existing one. This is maybe important. We are okay. So I guess next time we will write a battle UI that we have to show when it is ready to receive some command. Where do we do this again? Try start round goes into whatever. Competitor accept. Round accepted. But when do we know that it is over? Switch the camera. From here, probably. Do we have a state? Current state here. Round ready. And it starts with round ready. Can use current state round ready, maybe. Do we ever look for it? Not here, not here. Not here. This will be the first time I'm looking for it, or what? No, we cannot look for it, but when I set it to round ready. So we have this anywhere, here only. So here we can then enable the UI again, but not only here. So the UI needs to be displayed here, and when the camera is done doing the preparation. Display UI when round ready and after camera at the beginning, camera flight. Yeah. I think this is solid. There's no logical gap here. Right? I hope so. Alright, I'm done for today. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.